Morning, everybody. So welcome on here. 9 a.m. Yoga Collective Vinyasa Flow. My name is Dominic. Happy to share the class with you. Before we get into this, I want to mention something about your nervous system, and it's that your nervous system controls and coordinates every function in your body. And so when we're doing this yoga practice, our nervous system is activated. All our muscles are turning on those little electrical signals and creating the muscular contractions. One thing about it is it really explains quite well something called infinite possibility. It's in the present moment, the options for shifting and changing things that you desire to change. And so feel free in this class today, bring in any sort of intentions that you've been working on. And think that your ideas and your psychological intentions can be woven into the fibers of your physical form. So bring that in today if you want. And again, thank you for joining in. We're going to start this practice on our back side in a resting position. A few variations with your legs. You might bring the soles of your feet together, allow your knees to drop wide. Or you could take your feet wide and drop your knees inward towards one another. And then as you settle in here, option to place a hand on your belly, hand on your heart. To feel into presence. The practice of being with what is without having to change anything right away. Nice. Finding a steady breath in and out through your nose. And we'll begin a little breathing practice here. Take a full breath in, bigger than normal. Full breath out and let it go. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing for 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing for 2, 1. Inhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing for 2, 1. Exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Do a few more rounds like this on your own timing. You might speed it up or slow it down. But once you get the feel for the pause at the top, the pause at the bottom, try not to overthink it. Really get into that flow state of mind. Beautiful. Next time that you breathe in fully, we'll do a little bit longer pause at the top. So once you get to the very top of the inhale, you might sip in more air. Can you expand everything out? Your belly, your chest, the side ribs. And then a big rushing breath out, letting it go. Nice work. Extend the legs forward, extend the arms overhead. A waking stretch. You might move your hands around and move your feet around, point the toes, flex the toes. Nice. And then draw your knees into your chest. Use your arms to squeeze your knees in towards your upper body and rock side to side a few times. Nice. And some of you might take one knee in each hand and find a little space in between your knees. Once again, rocking side to side. And you can stay there, or maybe some of you might want to take a happy baby pose. If it's not too much, you can bring your hands to the outer ankles or outer edges of your feet. Rocking side to side once again here. There we go. Little inner hip stretch. All right, extend both legs towards the sky. Take a hold of the back of your legs with your hands and see if you can find a little hamstring stretch for your legs. Nice. And then some of you might adjust for a little bit more length on your back body. You'll press down through your head and inch your shoulders away from your hips, and then begin to engage your core. Nice. As you engage your core, reach your arms directly towards the ceiling and interlock the hands. And then bring both arms on the outer side of your right leg. Hold. Lower your left leg down to a 45-degree angle. Now, if it is a little much, you can always bring your right hand behind your head. A little added support. Beautiful. And we'll pulse this motion for 5 and 4. Just reach and engage. For 2, for 1. Come back to center. Bring your hands behind your head. Both legs up. Core still engaged. Lower the legs down to a 45-degree angle. Hold. Can you keep your low back pressing down onto the floor? Powerful core engagement here. 9 a.m. practice. 9 a.m. Pacific time. You got this. Lift the legs back up. Take your hands to the back of your legs. Soften your head heavy to the floor. Nice. Can you feel into the hamstring stretch? Once again, preparing second side. Yeah, some of you might slide your hands a little bit higher. And then begin to engage your core. Lift your head and your shoulders up off the mat, and then reach your arms directly towards the sky. Interlock the hands, and then bring both arms on the outer side of your left leg. Lower the right leg down to a 45-degree angle and hold. Nice. So as you reach the arms forward and to the left, we'll do a pulse for 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center, legs lift, hands behind your head, hold. Nice. Keep the core engaged, shoulders, head lifting. Lower the legs 1/3 of the way to the floor. Hold. Nice. Can you keep your low back pressing down? You might lower your legs a little bit more. Those of you that want more, lower the heels to a low hover and extend the arms to the back of the space for 3 and 2. And release down. Whew, I really felt that one that time. Shake out your legs. I hope you got to build a little heat in your body there with that. Slide your feet in. Press down through your feet. Lift your hips away from the floor for a bridge pose. Doesn't have to be extreme here. Just a little counter to the core work. Beautiful. Last moments. Extending arms overhead. Take one more full breath in. And then descend hips down to the floor. Nice. And make your way to a seated position. Once you get to a seated cross-legged position, you can have your right lower leg in front of the left. From here, slide your right hand off to the right side and then lift that left arm way up and over for a side bend stretch. Nice. So your right hand is directly out from your right hip. Nice. You can wrap the right elbow inward so you can move your right shoulder away from your ear. Beautiful. And then from here, begin to round your upper back. Big rounding in the upper back. Begin to reach the left arm a little more forward and then touch it down to the floor. And then walk both hands forward for an outer hip stretch. If it's a lot on the outer edges of your feet, flex the toes back towards your shins a lot and then try it. Target area is the outer hips here. Beautiful. That steadiness of your breath flowing into the posture. You got this. Beautiful. With the support of your arms, come back upright. Switch the crossing of your legs. Opposite lower leg in the front. And once you get there, slide your left arm out to the left. Lean over a little bit and then reach the right arm up and over. that side bending stretch here. Nice. So once you form the side bend, you can wrap the left elbow inward and then press with your left arm and see if that can add to your stretch. Breathe into what you got there. Beautiful. Last moments like this, begin to round your upper back. You can look down towards the floor. Beautiful. Round, round, and then touch the right hand down. Walk your hands front and center, lengthen and fold. So as soon as you go back into that outer hip stretch, immediately returning the focus back to your breath. Noticing any subtleties to the sensations of your breath in the body. Nice work. Using the support of your arms, come back upright. Bring both hands back behind you. So as you bring your hands back behind you, can you point your fingertips to the back of the space and then extend the legs forward? Take a moment to windshield wiper the feet side to side a few times. And then lean back onto your arms, and as you do so, bend into your elbows slightly. And try and point your elbow points to the back of the space. Begin lifting your chest towards the ceiling and look up. A stretch for the front of the shoulders here. Nice. Those of you, if you do want more, slide your feet in and press down. For a reverse tabletop, you'll lift the hips away from the floor and stretch the shoulders. Some of you might even allow your head to move back and stretch the underside of your chin. Yeah, all right, that's enough of that. Lower your hips. Make your way into all fours. Once you get into all fours, organize a strong position of your hands, fingertips rooting down, base of the fingers rooting down. Nice, and we'll take a little vinyasa twisting around here. Right arm reaching up and out. Nice. On your exhale, thread that right arm through, just tap the right shoulder down. We're going to keep moving. Inhale all the way up and out, right arm reaching. Exhale, thread it through, tap the right shoulder down. Nice. One more full breath in, reaching up and out. Exhale, thread that right shoulder through, and then once you touch the right shoulder down, hold it there. So taking a twisting pose here. So that threading of that right arm through. Allow your breath to be in the pose. See if I can get this wire straight, everybody. Beautiful. When you are ready, return, pressing down with your right hand, reaching up and out, and then neutral all fours. Second side, left arm reaching high. Breath in, thread the left arm through, tap it down. Inhale, reaching left arm up and out. Exhale, thread it through, tap the shoulder down. Nice, last one. We'll move and then we'll hold position. Left shoulder down, left ear down. You might extend the right arm forward. Finding and connecting to a stretch here. Breathing into it. Beautiful. Begin to bring back in the support of your right hand. Press down, unwind, reach up and out. Beautiful. All fours. Cat and cow. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round the spine. Press the earth away. Nice. Find that flow. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale to round the spine. Tailbone descends. Upper back rounds. Nice. One more. Full breath in. Heart forward. And then round your spine. Finish it off with a downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lifting hips up and back. Nice. Take a moment to organize your body in this posture. One way to do it to start is to bend into your knees a little bit to lift the sit bones up and back. And as you lift your sit bones high, you might feel a little opening in the shoulders. Allow the base of your neck to be wide and soft. You might shake your head yes and shake your head no. Beautiful. Last moments here. You might find that balance between your upper body and your lower body. Supportive and stretching. Nice. Stepping the feet forward towards your hands. Nice. That forward fold at the top of the mat. Take a breath in and find Ardha Uttanasana, sliding the hands up to the upper shins, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. And then rise to a standing position. All the way to the top. Reach up high. And then bring your hands to heart center. Just going right back into, again, any sort of current intentions that you have going on today or these days. Anything that you're working on. Can you weave that into this practice? Nice. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach up, sweep wide. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen forward. And then through your vinyasa, plant your hands plank position. You can always touch the knees down first, lower halfway. Take a cobra pose or upward facing dog, nothing extreme. And then downward facing dog, pressing back. Take a bigger than normal breath in here. Big breath out. Nice work. Inhale, prepare. Look forward, step or float the feet forward towards your hands. Nice. Lengthen forward, find the space. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Rise with intention. Reach up and then bring it into heart center, exhaling breath. Nice. Inhale, sweeping wide and high. Exhale, forward fold. Getting into that rhythm. Inhale, lengthen. And your vinyasa to plank. Lower slow. Keep breathing. Elbows inward. Nice. Cobra pose or upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog, pressing back. When you get there, take a big breath in. Big breath out. And we'll keep moving. Inhale, heels lift. Nice. Look forward, step or float the feet forward towards your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Find that space. Exhale, fold. Whew, beautiful. Rise to standing position. The intentions are right there. Bring them into heart center. Nice. Inhale, sweeping. Wide and high with the arms. Forward fold. Feel your legs. Nice. Inhale, lengthen. Beautiful. Vinyasa. Plank position. Feel that flow. Keep breathing. Added support always welcome in this practice. And then downward facing dog. And we'll keep moving. Right leg lifting high. Inhale. Right knee towards your chin. Exhale. Nice. Inhale. Right leg lifting up and back. Right knee, right tricep. Working the core here. Nice. Inhale. Right leg lifting. Taking the right knee over towards the left tricep. Nice. Three-legged down dog. And then draw that right knee forward. Step the foot through. Lower your back knee to the floor. And then lift your upper body enough to place your hands on the top of the right knee. So a low lunge like this with the option of reaching the left arm to the sky. Dialing into that stretch in the left frontal hip flexor, you might take a little side bend over to your right. Working the breath here. Beautiful. Last moments, little arch in the mid to upper back, getting into those deeper hip flexor muscles, and then touching your left hand to the floor, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee away from the floor, and then find a twist with the right arm reaching up and out to the side. Once you get there, you might hold a static pose or draw a few big circles with your right arm. And just that creative movement in your body. Nice. With these motions, take one more full breath in. And on your exhale, lower the right hand down, step back to plank position. Downward facing dog. Second side, left leg lifting, inhale. Left knee towards your chin, working the core. Nice, inhale, three-legged down dog. Left knee, left tricep. Beautiful, inhale, three-legged down dog. You got this, left knee towards the right tricep. Inhale, lift it up and back. And this time we'll draw it forward, step it through. Begin to lower that back knee to the floor when you feel prepared in your lower body. Lift the upper body enough to place your hands on the top of the left knee. And hold. This is a good place to stay. If you do want more, reach the right arm to the sky here. Option to take a little side bend over to your left. And breathe into what you find in your body. Last moments, you might offer a little arch in the mid to upper back, looking up slightly. And then return right hand down to the floor. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. And then twist, left arm reaching up and out to the left side. Finding that expansion through your wingspan of your arms. You might begin to draw some big circles with that left arm. And getting into that creativity in your body, whatever feels right, without overdoing it. Take one more full breath in. And then lower the left arm down, go back to plank position. Downward facing dog. Nice. Both heels lifting high. Inhale. Look forward, step or float the feet forward towards your hands. Lengthen the heart forward. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Nice. Anybody ready for this? Chair pose. So we're going to stay low at first here in this chair pose. So bend into your knees. And as you stay low in the upper body, your rib cage and your upper body will rest on your upper legs. Can you find parallel with the upper legs to the ground? Extend your arms directly forward towards the front. This chair pose sinking low. And we'll do a very slow lift, a full delivery into upright chair. Slowly rise for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, 1. Chair pose. Take a moment to organize your pelvis. You might descend the tailbone down. And then work the breath here. Nice. Stabilize your focus. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and then press to stand. Bring your hands to heart center. Nice work. Empty your arms here. Take a few big shoulder rolls. And then not only that, shake it out. Shake out your arms a little bit and shake out your legs. We're going to start bringing a little more heat to this practice. Any vigorous shaking you want to do, this is a good place to get it in, to integrate the full body experience of stretching and strengthening. Standing at the top of the mat. When you're ready, sink back into the chair pose. Take a breath in, reach the arms high, forward fold, exhaling breath. Nice. Inhale, lengthen. And through your vinyasa, plant your hands, step the feet back. Lower slow from upper to lower plank. Cobra pose or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, pressing back. Right leg lifting high. Inhale. Draw that foot through. Prepare a warrior one pose. Back heel flat. Sink low and then lift high. So rooting down through your legs to rise above with the upper body. Nice. So if something doesn't feel right in your legs, it could be that your feet are too close together from side to side. So you'll step your right foot over just a bit. If it feels difficult to draw the left hip slightly forward, you could turn the back toes a little further forward. Keep the stack front knee over the ankle. Last moments here, you might interlock the hands above your head. Squeeze the biceps towards your ears. Take one more full breath in. And then release the hands to the floor. Now, once you're down there, slide your back foot back a little bit and then take a twist with your right arm reaching up and out to the right. Exhale to lower the right hand down. Long crescent warrior lunge, rise when you're ready. So this tends to be a little bit longer lunge. Back foot can be a little bit further back than that warrior one. Little bend in the back knee can be helpful to be upright with the upper body, reaching high. Last moments here. Hold. Bring the hands to heart center. Find a 45-degree angle with your upper body. Can you work the front leg? Nice. Extend the arms at a 45-degree angle. Very slow and steady. Step your left foot up to meet your right at the top of the mat. Chair pose. Throwing you for a little chair pose loop here. Can you regulate the senses? Hold. And then when you take a forward fold, lift your left leg, same leg, left leg lifting up and back for a standing split position. And this is going to be the last pose on this first side here. Can you stretch the standing leg while you engage that left leg? Up and back. Nice. Slowly touch left toes to the back of the mat. Downward facing dog, right foot back to meet your left. Option to stay or move forward to plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower from upper to lower plank. Nice. Take a cobra pose or upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Pressing back. Nice. Left leg lifting high. Second side. Left knee, draw it forward. Step it through. Prepare your warrior one with the back heel flat, root back, and then rise above. And again, you have those polarities here of rooting down through your feet as you lift and engage the buoyancy in the upper body all the way up to the fingertips. Nice. With the anchor of your back leg, you can direct the right frontal hip point forward. Last moments. Interlocking hands, squeeze the biceps towards your ears. You might look up a little bit and then release. Hands down to the mat. Once you touch down, slide your back foot back a little bit, lift the heel, and then reach the left arm up and out to the left. Exhale, lower that arm. Ooh, crescent warrior. Inhale, rise up. Press through that front heel, lift upper body upright. And again, to find that upright position, a little bend in the back knee might be helpful. Reach and stretch. And then we're going to bring that energy into the front leg. Hands to heart center. Lean forward slightly. Keep the outer hips hugging in. 45-degree angle with the back leg, upper body, and the arms. Extend arms overhead. Hold. Again, we're working the front leg. Right foot up to meet your left. Chair pose at the top of the mat. Sink low once again. Take a full breath in. And take a full breath out. Forward fold, standing split. Right leg lifting up and back. Can you feel your standing leg lift up out of that left upper leg bone? Work that lifted leg. When you are ready here, touch the right toes to the mat, back of the mat, downward facing dog. Stay or move forward, plank position. Inhale. Exhale, lower from upper to lower plank. Cobra pose or upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog, pressing back. And then just to move your body in any way that feels right. You might begin to feel your skeletal system align, your own personal chiropractic work here as your muscles stretch. You might be able to feel the alignment, the deeper alignment of your body begin to move into place. Both heels lifting high, inhale. Look forward, step or float the feet forward towards your hands. Inhale, lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. Chair pose, sink low, lift the arms. Once you get there, take a twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. Nice. From there, sitting back a little bit lower, bring the left elbow outside that right knee. You can plant the palms together. Chair twist. Nice. Neutralize your feet, your knees, your hips. Find that inner lever twist. And then take a forward fold. Release, neutral forward fold. Bend into your knees. Chair pose, lift the arms. Brief moment here. Upright chair twist, left arm back, right arm forward. You got this. And then supported chair twist. Right elbow outside that left knee. You might place the palms together. Lean back through your upper back. Hold. Breathe. And release into a forward fold. Whew. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then through your vinyasa, step the feet back, lower slow. Cobra pose or upward facing dog. You got this. Downward facing dog. Nice work. Right leg lifting high. Inhale. Draw that right foot forward, step it through. Warrior one pose, back heel flat. Inhale, rise. Once you're up there, bring your hands behind your low back to interlock the fingers. Find a shoulder stretch. Lift the heart with the option of descending for humble warrior. Right shoulder on the inner side of your right leg, while still directing your right sit bone towards your back heel. And hold and breathe. If it's a little much on your shoulders, let it go. Beautiful. Release the hands down to the floor. Once they're down, slide your back foot back, lift the heel, take a twist, right arm reaching up and out to the right. And then lower the right hand down. Long crescent lunge, inhale, rise. Bring your hands to heart center. Find that 45-degree angle once again, work the front leg. And then that inner lever twist to your right. Place your left elbow outside that right knee and hold. You might be able to work the back leg. Slow and steady. Transition. Left foot up to meet your right at the top of the mat, chair twist. Those of you that know variations, you can always check out twisted bakasana, arm balance, and then let's release. Neutral forward fold once your hands touch. Lift that left leg up and back, standing split position. Some of you in this pose will plant your palms flat on the ground, straighten your arms. You might bump off your standing leg a time or two for just a little handstand float. Nice. Touch your left foot to the back of the mat, downward facing dog. Stay here or move forward, plank position. Inhale. Exhale, lower from upper to lower plank. Cobra pose or upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog, pressing back. Left leg lifting, inhale. Draw it forward, step it through. For warrior one pose, the back heel will go flat. Inhale, rise, reach high. Bring your hands behind your low back. Interlock, shoulder stretch. Mobilize, lift the heart high, and an option to descend. Left shoulder on the inner side of that left knee. Still sending that left sit bone towards the back of the space. Hold and breathe. Beautiful. With steadiness here, begin to release the arms, touch the hands down. Slide the back foot back a little bit, lift the heel, and then twist. Left arm reaching up and out to the left side. Exhale, lower that arm down. Long crescent lunge. Inhale, rise. Yeah, bring your hands to heart center. I'm feeling things. I'm feeling the energy move here. Begin to lean out over that front ledge. You might straighten the back leg all the way. Inner lever, twist to your left. Once you find that twist, place the right elbow outside the left leg. Beautiful. Nice. You might look down and forward. A slow, steady transition. Right foot up to meet your left at the top of the mat. Chair twist. Organize your pose. Some of you will go into that twisted bakasana if you know it well. You'll plant the hands on the ground. Option to float the feet away from the floor. Wherever you might be, neutral forward fold. Once the hands are down, lift that right leg up and back behind you. It's that standing split position. And then option, little handstand practice. You'll press the arms straight, engage your core. You might bump off that standing leg a time or two. Downward facing dog. Right foot back, left foot back. Forward into plank. Inhale. Exhale to lower from upper to lower. You got this. Back bending pose. And then downward facing dog. Nice work. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Both heels lifting high. Look forward, step, or float the feet forward towards your hands. Lengthen the heart forward. Exhale, fold. And then rising to a standing position all the way up to the top. Hands into heart center. And take a moment to really just drop into the current feelings within your practice. I think that the body always has beautiful amounts of information. And as it moves to the surface, we can listen to that, consciously listen to the information from our physical body. Empty your arms heavy to the ground. Take a few big shoulder rolls here. Again, just creatively moving into the muscles that innervate your shoulders, your neck. Nice. And then rooting down through your right foot, step your left foot directly in front of your right, as though you're standing on a tightrope. So left foot directly in front of your right, and then leaning back through your upper back a little bit. Option here to try closing your eyes and balance. If this is your first time doing something like this, it can be pretty challenging. And then meditate, really drop into that connection of your body, balancing. Nice, blinking eyes open if they were closed. Right foot stays, left leg lifts. Use your arms to squeeze your left knee towards your upper body. And now we're going to take external rotation, turning the left knee to the side. Slide your hand to your ankle, prepare tree pose. The sole of your right foot might go to the right inner thigh, or you can bring it below the right knee to the calf muscle. Always an option to keep the toes touching down. Nice, hands to heart center. Option to extend, arms overhead. Just reaching the branches towards the sky, trying to find that sunlight, or maybe reaching up for the rain. Who knows? And let's release that pose. Nice. Once you release your left foot down, take your feet a little bit wider than hip distance, and then bend into your knees and squat low for Malasana, yogic squat. Nice. So once you do so, lean back through your upper back. Use your inner knees to press into the back of your arms, palms together. You can stay here in center or extend right arm out to the right side, left arm reaching up and out to the left side, and hold. Those of you that feel good about it, you might take a bind, clasping hands there at the low back. Nice. Let's release that pose. Once you do so, touch your hands to the floor. Turn your right toes so they point directly forward, and then step your left foot back behind you. Now spin the back heel flat, and then lift your left arm to the sky for a side angle position. Nice, so the front knee will be stacked over the front ankle. Back toes will be turned a little bit further forward than the back heel. Nice, can you look for length on the bottom, on the lower side body? Option to extend the left arm overhead. Option to extend both arms overhead depending on what you want here. Hold, and begin to slowly rise to a warrior two. Work the front leg. Lift. This does not feel easy to me. I don't know about you. Shoulders stacked over your pelvis. Again, you got this. Beautiful. Reversing warrior two, right arm lifting. Big side bend stretch. And then bring both arms on the inner side of that right leg. Step your left foot up to meet your right, Malasana at the top of the mat. Before we switch sides, optional Bakasana. So you'll plant the hands shoulder width apart. Index fingers pointing forward, begin to lift your heels. Knees moving towards your armpits. Place them on the upper arms, engage your core. Option to lift one foot, maybe two. If you're up in the balance, hug the heels towards your glutes, point the toes back, look slightly forward, and then into a neutral forward fold at the top of the mat. Slowly rise up to standing position. All the way back up to lift high into heart center, exhaling breath. Empty your arms for a moment. Take a couple big shoulder rolls. Again, just that integration of full movement of energy through your body. Nice. Left foot stays. Right foot stepping directly in front of your right. That tightrope position of your feet. If it works well for you, close your eyes and check out the balance here. Allow your body to do it. Beautiful. If your eyes are closed, blink them open. Left foot stays, right leg lifts. Use your arms to squeeze. Hug that right knee in. And then begin to prepare your tree pose. Right knee, turn to the right. Slide your hand to your ankle and set your foot. So right foot to the left inner thigh, or maybe to the inner calf, to heart center. Option to extend those branches overhead. And balance here. Beautiful. Slow release. Arms back down. Release that right foot to the floor. Feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Sink low for yogic squat position. Malasana. Organize that buoyancy in the pelvic floor and the low belly. Lean back slightly. Option to stay in center or extending the left arm out to the left. Right arm reaching up and out to the right side. If there's any pinching or anything like that, just look for more space in the side. Just look for more space. Option to bind around that left knee. Clasping hands at the low back. Leaning back through your upper back. Yeah, all right. If you're in the bind, release that. Touch both hands down to the floor. Turn your left toes so they point directly forward and step the right foot to the back of the space. Back heel flat, side angle position, left hand stays, right arm reaches up and out to the right side. And I didn't say it on the first side, but if you do want added support, you can bring your left elbow to the top of the left knee. Some of you might be looking for that on this side. Nice little contraction on the right side, rib cage, option to extend that arm overhead, option to extend both arms overhead. I'm not going to do it, but you might, holding, stabilizing a slow rising to warrior two position. Pressing through that front heel, lifting the upper body up. Organizing your posture, you might settle in, finding your eyes over that front middle finger. Beautiful. Last moment to sink a little bit lower. And then take your reverse warrior two, left arm reaching high, side bend on that left side. And releasing both arms on the inner side of that left foot. Step your right foot up to meet your left. The top Malasana yogic squat, stay here or go into Bakasana once again. Lifting the heels high, the hands shoulder width apart. Wrap the elbows inward slightly, option to lift one foot, maybe two. Some of you might be working on straightening the arms here. Holding. Beautiful. Nice, touching the feet down to the floor. Forward fold, big breath in, lengthen the spine. And a vinyasa, plant your hands, step the feet back. Lower slow from upper to lower plank. Cobra pose or upward facing dog. And then to a child's pose, hips back towards your heels. Beautiful. Nice. From child's pose, send your body forward. Slide all the way forward to your belly for Sphinx pose. So a supported back bending posture. The elbows will be shoulder width apart, stacked right underneath your shoulders. Press down, rise up, and then pull forward a little bit. Hold and stabilize. Beautiful. Some of you might just see what it's like to look over the right shoulder, little contraction in that right side body. And then as you look over the right shoulder, you might bend into the right knee. And then do the same thing on the second side. Looking over your left shoulder, Little contraction on that left side, bending into the knee. Yeah, maybe one more time, side to side. Looking over the right shoulder, bend into the right knee. And switch it out. Looking over the left shoulder, bending into the left knee. Nice, come back to center here. Press your arms to straight. Allow the outer arms to wrap down, pull forward. Take a big breath in. And then sliding the arms all the way forward. Forehead down to the mat. Nice. Once the forehead is down, lift your right leg away from the floor. Lift your left arm away from the floor. As you lift your left arm, lift your head. Nice. From here, take a big cactus shape in the left arm, like you're pulling a rope back behind you. Bend to the right knee. Option to reach your left hand for your right foot. Use your muscles in that right leg to press into your hand. Rising up to your own degree. Beautiful. And let's release that. Both arms forward and down, both legs back and down. Second side here, left leg lifting, right arm lifting. As you lift the right arm, lifting the head and the shoulders along with it. Begin to take a big cactus shape in the right arm, like you're pulling something back behind you. Bend into the left knee. Reach your right hand for the pinky side edge of the back foot. Use the muscles of your left leg to press into your hand. Last moments to lift, to stretch, and release. Beautiful. Both arms forward, down, both legs back and down. Nice. Begin to lift both legs away from the floor. Lift both arms away from the floor. Hold. And as you're lifting, energy rises to the back body. Take a big cactus shape in both arms. Option to bend into your knees and reach both hands for the outer ankles. Upward bow pose. Nice. Think about the frontal hip points getting closer together so your low back gets a little bit longer. Holding, breathing, and releasing. Nice. You can press to all fours. Once you get to all fours, take a few circles with your hips. Just a round of creativity, and just feel what's right for your body here. Nice work. Tuck your toes, lifting hips up and back. Nothing fancy to start here. Right foot stepping in between your hands. Lower the back heel flat. Rise up for warrior two. Settle into warrior two. Nice. About to, right here, step into the peak posture, which is going to be Ardha Chandrasana, standing half moon with options. Looking down to the floor in front of you. Begin to shift body weight forward. Your right hand will touch the floor. Make sure you offset your right hand to the right, just maybe 6 inches. Stack your hips, stack your shoulders. Point the left toes to the left side of the room with the option of bending into your left knee and hooking your hand to the top of your foot. Send that left frontal hip point forward. Those of you that want an added balance challenge, you'll float the right hand away from the floor, reaching both hands up for the top of that left foot. Keeping the hips stacked and shoulders stacked. If you are there, a slow release, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Switching sides. Left foot stepping forward in between your hands, back heel flat. Rising up for warrior two. Notice where the body weight is in your feet. Beautiful. Take a moment to just think about where you're going here. Ardha Chandrasana. You'll look down and forward, prepare. Slide your left hand forward, offset to the left side. Begin to lift that right leg, stacking the hips and your shoulders. Beautiful. Pointing the right toes to the right side of the room with the option of bending into the right knee and hooking your hand to the top of your foot. Hold. Some of you, if you want that added balance in the Added challenge in the balance, you can float the left hand, reaching both hands to the top of that right foot while maintaining the stack of your shoulders and your hips. Nice work. A slow release. Downward facing dog, stay here or move forward, plank position. Last vinyasa, you might even add in a few extra yogic push-ups, flowing through, and we'll meet in child's pose when you're ready. Take a moment to stop here and breathe. Beautiful. From child's pose, shift forward. We're going to align an outer hip stretch. So pigeon pose tends to be a favorite. If you want to go in that direction, you'll slide your right foot towards the left wrist. Move your back knee back a little bit. Now, if that pose does not feel right on your front knee, there's a pose similar to it. It's called deer posture. The right outer hip will descend down. The back knee will slide slightly forward, and then you'll lengthen and fold over the top of your front leg. Poses otherwise can be seated variations, cross-legged position, or figure 4 on your back side. Nice, the option of being present with the sensation. Any emotions that might arise here? Beautiful, everybody. Begin to return a little support to your upper body and switch sides how you would like. Some of you might go to all fours or downward facing dog to shake out your right leg a little bit. Otherwise, just sweeping. That's left foot towards the right wrist, slide the back knee back. And then once you feel prepared in your lower body, lengthen and fold. With, again, that option to lower the left outer hip down. You'll slide the back knee slightly forward. Little less. And then diving right back into your awareness practice. Feeling into sensations, thoughts, and feelings. Last moments here, you might soften a little bit more. Beautiful. And as we begin to release, you can do release as you will, as you want to. We'll make our way to a seated position, soles of your feet together, knees wide. And then in that Baddha Konasana position, lengthening and folding. Beautiful, allowing your breath to be there, to be full. Nice, lifting up out of that. You can extend the left leg forward. Step your right foot over the top of your left leg for half Matsyendrasana. If you want the full, you'll bend into your left knee and bring your heel towards your right glute, and then twisting to your right side. Your right hand can go behind you. Left elbow might press up against your right knee. Beautiful. Nice. Let's release that twist. Second side, extending the right leg forward, stepping the left foot over the right. Half or full, you can bend into the right knee. Lowering both sit bones down to the floor, twisting to your left. Left hand back behind you. Nice, dropping right back into the feeling of your breath. The inhale to extend, the exhale to twist. And begin to release the pose. Nice. Once you release, you can make your way to your back side. Nice. Once you get to your back, windshield wiper the knees side to side a few times. Shake out the hips and your low back. And I believe that you know if there's a final position or final posture that you want to take here, absolutely go for it. Some of you might, if you want an option to draw the knees in towards your chest, take a happy baby pose. Rocking side to side. Really anything that works well if it feels good in your body. You can do index and middle fingers to the big toes if you want to take a wide straddle. Final stretch or so. Beautiful. And then bring it back in and organize final resting position into Shavasana. So I just want to thank you so much for being here. I'll guide you through a very brief body scan of softening for Shavasana. And after that, this class will end, but feel free to continue your resting position. Thank you and namaste. So that awareness of softening, the muscles around your eyes, soft. Your jaw. Softening your shoulders so your arms can feel like they're moving further into the floor. Softening your legs as though they can sink even further into the floor. Shavasana.